Yes, I think we could settle down here. First, please, tell me your names.
Understood. My individual name is Mashu. This is Gudako, my master.
Master? So there are masters even in this Holy Grail War?
No, it has nothing to do with the Holy Grail War. I'm just a demi-servant.
Demi-servant?
Not a true heroic spirit. Have you heard of us?
Right. We should probably clear that up first. I'm indeed a servant. My class is ruler, I understand that. But a majority of information about the Holy Grail War that should be provided is missing. No, not just that information. My stats have ranked down as well. Not only have I lost the anti-servant command spells, I can't even reveal the true names anymore. Luckily, this is my homeland, where I was born and raised. If nothing else, I can still speak the language.
That soldier earlier was saying that Jeanne D'Arc turned into a dragon witch.
Having just materialized a few hours ago, I'm not sure what's going on. It seems there is another Jeanne D'Arc in this world. A Jeanne that murdered King Charles VII of France and committed the slaughter at Orleans.
So does that mean two of the same servants have been summoned in the same era?
If we could access the Holy Grail War's records, there should be examples of simultaneous summons. Anyway, one thing is for sure. Charles VII is dead, and Orleans has been occupied, which symbolizes the collapse of the nation of France. In history, France was the first nation to declare human liberty and equality. Many countries followed suit. Delaying us by 100 years would stagnate civilization. Without progress, we might be still stuck in the Middle Ages.
I just heard a voice. Is that Magecraft? What in the world are you all?
No, that's right. We didn't introduce ourselves. Nice to meet you, St. Jeanne D'Arc. My name is Romani Archimon. Everyone calls me Roman. I do various support tasks. Nice to meet you.
I see, Roman. You tend to be a dreamer.
What is this sense of defeat? She complimented me, but I'm not happy at all.
Excuse me, Mademoiselle Jeanne. It's our turn now. Our objective is the correction of this twisted history. We belong to an organization by the name of Chaldea.
I see. I understand now. To think that the world itself has been incinerated. My worries were so trivial, but now
Full?
I'm an incomplete servant, and I cannot even trust myself. The Jeanne D'Arc that occupied Orleans. Not only that, but those flying dragons.
You mean the wyverns. There was no way wyverns existed in 15th century France. More importantly, he called you a dragon witch.
Yes, I don't want to admit it, but the person controlling those dragons must be myself. I have no idea how she's controlling them. I never thought about such things during my life. Summoning dragons is the highest form of magecraft, let alone to have this many.
It's an impossible feat for modern mages. It should be difficult even for this era's magecraft. That means, Gudako, if there's anything that can bend rules like this...
Smooth over chunky.
You're still bringing that up? You're pretty vindictive, aren't you?
I see. There are still many unclear points, but I have an idea now. Mademoiselle Jeanne, what are you going to do from here?
The objective is clear. Head into Orleans and take back the city. To do that, I must exterminate Jeanne D'Arc who stands in my way. The Lord didn't show me this path, but I cannot turn my back on this.
Even alone, you still fight. She's just like history says, Master.
Startling difference from Da Vinci.
Master and Doctor, our objective and missions are the same. I was thinking about our next course of action. How about we help her?
I'd help even without a mission.
Right. It's best to work together with Jeanne here. It's a rare honor to fight alongside a saint and a savior.
Good. Then once again, Mademoiselle Jeanne, we have our own objectives, but we want to be of aid to you.
Oh, the pleasure will be mine. I cannot possibly thank you enough. Thank you, Mashu. Gudako, I thought I would be in this fight all alone. Now, at this place and time, we shall fight as one. So, Gudako, please, give us your orders. I'm so ashamed that I said I had to fight on my own earlier. Thanks to you two, I feel stronger than ever. Even if I'm up against myself, a witch, I have nothing to be afraid of now that the two of you are with me.
Being called a witch.
I'm fine. Needless to say, it saddens me that they mistaken me for the other Jeanne. But it can't be helped. In fact, it hasn't been more than a few days since I was burned at the stake. If a resurrected me caused a massacre in Orleans, then I can't blame them for being scared of me. I was afraid that the British might be stirred up, but it would appear things are going smoothly. We should seek out the Jeanne who they call a witch and defeat her. But for now, we should scout around first. The goal is simple, but reaching it is not so much.
As expected, Jeanne D'Arc is well versed in the art of war. As she said, an assault on Orleans is ill-advised. It's an unfamiliar land and we've yet to set up any bases. For now, take the initiative and gather intel on their defenses. As for the witch Jeanne, or shall I call her Dark Jeanne, I would like to find out what kind of servant she is. The rest is up to our forces. It would be good to have more allies.
Jeanne, is there a reading on any other servants besides yourselves?
I'm sorry, but as I am right now, I'm incapable of using my ability as a ruler to detect other servants. Like other ordinary servants, I cannot detect them unless I'm within a certain distance.
Rulers can detect servants?
I was careless. There is that possibility. The other me, no, which Jeanne? It's too confusing! I will also refer to her as Dark Jeanne. Anyway, if that Dark Jeanne is truly a servant, then her class, like mine, is ruler. If that is the case, she will immediately be able to detect our location. We must be prepared for battle at all times. Let us head out early tomorrow morning. Gudako is human and should probably get some sleep.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. My abilities may have gone down in rank, but I still possess the basic abilities of a servant. Well, good night. Did Gudako go to sleep?
Yes, surprisingly quick for someone who is unfamiliar with sleeping outdoors.
Is that so?
I could be just imagining things, but is there something you aren't telling us? I don't mean to pry. I thought it best to confront you in case it should become an obstacle in battle.
Quite alright. As you wish, I shall tell you. It could be because my summoning was incomplete. Or perhaps it's because my original self died just a few days ago. How can I put it? It feels as if I'm a brand new servant.
A rookie, you mean?
Yes, there is no future or past in the Throne of Heroes, but I don't have the power to access the records there. Therefore, it is difficult for me to act as a servant. It feels like going to battle for the first time all over again. And that bubbly-looking mage from before. He called me a saint and a savior. But even with that expectation, I have no such power. So the thing is, I fear that I will become a burden to you.
Jeanne, if that's all, then it's alright.
What?
I mean, this also feels like my first battle. We are the same. As a demi-servant, I cannot fully harness my power as a heroic servant. However, the heroic spirit inside me said, it's okay. And Senpai, Master trusts someone like me. I don't know how to say this, but Senpai didn't choose to fight to prove something. Senpai is simply trying to do what should be done, I think. So, it's alright. There's no reason for you to worry.
Thank you. I feel a little better. I am pretty familiar with this era and this country. Let's give it our best tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you for watching the video, Senpai. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell to be notified. Want to support us even more? Feel free to go to our Patreon and check us.
Special thanks to the lovely names on the screen, and especially special thanks to our patrons DevenLuca, Lucky Number 5, YasashiiFuyu, AD876, Albireo, and NelCelestine.
You masters are truly awesome. Now good luck and fight hard, Senpai.